makes you so sick at heart that you can't take part. You can't even passively take part.
Kid Rock came out with a new song after a number of years disappearing from the spotlight, and it is exactly what you would expect a Kid Rock song to be in the age of woke. Essentially, a massive anti-woke tirade that is lyrically ridiculous. And this video is, I'm just going to show a snippet of the song. I don't want to get a copyright claim on it. But my issue with the song is, I mean, anyone has the right to do a song about any topic that they want. They want to criticize excess wokeness, cancel culture, you know, leftist out of control. If that's your thing and you want to do a really good song about that, it's fine with me. But the problem with this song, and I guess it's an issue with most of Kid Rock's music, which I frankly detest, is there's just no art to the lyrics. There's no art to the songwriting. It's just basically a mental diarrhea made to rhyme. So let's watch this particular snippet, because there's basically 3 parts to the song. The first and third part of the song is basically just how awesome Kid Rock is. And then the middle part is the part where he goes on his anti-woke tirade. So let's just watch that bit. I truly hope this video doesn't get some kind of copyright strike, but if you're listening to this, then it didn't.
So what the fuck's up with all the backlash? You snowflakes, here's a news flash. Ain't nobody gonna tell me how.
Oh, by the way, the band that he's playing with is called Monster Truck. Never heard of them before. They're apparently Canadian, which, you know, strange. Remember back in the Bush era when Canadians were all seen as like soft and, well, for a lot of conservatives, you know, the fact that they have some semblance of a social safety net makes them soft. But yeah, just thought I'd put that in context.
Years ago, we all thought it was a joke. See, that every kid got a motherfucking trophy.
So there we go again. You know, people today are just soft. These bloody millennials and Gen Zers are just soft. Everyone wants to get a trophy for participation. You know, conservatives love this winner take all mentality, you know, which pretty much explains rapacious capitalism. You know, a few people win the game of capitalism and everyone gets screwed. So that's always been the conservative mentality, you know, a mentality that is marked by, you know, a desire for natural hierarchies and a desire for the strong to dominate the weak. That is basically conservatism.
But yo, homie, here's a situation. A nation of pussies is our next generation.
Yeah, so a nation of pussies. Remember the last generation, the one that, I don't know, fought the Afghanistan war for 20 years? Remember how they were called weak and pussies back then?
And these minions and their agenda.
No Fox News, by the way.
Every opinion has a millennial offended. Well,
Every opinion has a millennial offended. The funny thing is, this is just one giant cope video. This is him being essentially triggered by absolutely everything. This is a trigger video. This is his safe space for him to lash out against all these supposedly over-offended wokes.
this amendment 1, it rings true. And if you don't dissent, bitch, then see number 2.
So then he's basically saying, you know, if you don't like this, the Second Amendment's gonna, you know, basically, you should get killed. That's great. That's how you construct a nation, a united nation. Threaten anyone who doesn't agree with you with death.
Nothing new, right church, wrong pew. Get a clue, accrue your fake news and views. Can't all get the bottom of my motherfucking shoe. I'm the last of a few, still screaming, fuck you. Ain't no.
He has just such a massive. His main issue is just his degree of self-importance. He's like, I'm the last war. This is Dave Rubin, basically. Like, I'm the last liberal. I'm the last, you know. He's like, yeah, I'm the last one defending free speech. Come on, this is so ridiculous. So ridiculous.
Nobody gonna tell me how to live.
All right, we will leave it there because the rest of the video is just Kid Rock comparing himself to a lot of people he shouldn't really be comparing himself to. I'm just gonna read some bits from the lyrics of the rest of his song. You're like Milli Vanilli, kind of silly and shit. I'm like Shotgun Willie, smoking Phillies and shit. Wow, let's rhyme shit with shit. Genius. Genius songwriting. I'm like Reverend Run or David Lee Roth. Like Springsteen, bitch, I'm the motherfucking boss. James Dean shit, I'm more like Brad Pitt. A little less pretty, but I slang more dick. So, yeah, I will leave it at that. This is a comically ridiculous song from a comically ridiculous man who just doesn't have any space in today's music scene, and you know, whose opinions I think a lot of people just don't care about. Now, there's been a lot of talk about this video already, and something that has been pointed out is that he's basically a grifter. He's basically latching on to whatever is en vogue of the day and just adopting that, because when he started out his musical career, this is what he looked like. Yeah, that looks like if Vanilla Ice and Kid from Kid and Play had a love child. That's what it would look like. So yeah, he's been criticized by well, the other band Monster Truck. Again, I've never heard of them. Has apparently been called out by other Canadian musicians for appearing in a video with a racist piece of shit Kid Rock. So yeah, that's not gonna be something they'll want to put on their CV. And a reminder of Kid Rock's his controversies. There is quite a number. I love this one. Wearing the American flag. In an effort to display his patriotism, Rock cut a hole in an American flag and wore it as a poncho during his Super Bowl halftime show appearance before throwing it to the crowd. Now, the funny thing about conservatives is when Colin Kaepernick kneels to the anthem, they see this as this gigantic disrespect. But when someone does this, you know, when there's like a hot conservative woman wearing like a Stars and Stripes bikini with an assault rifle, they're all like, oh yeah, this is awesome. Oh my God. Same here. So this is like massive disrespect to the flag, but it's fine because he's conservative. Sex tape, fights, defends use of Confederate flag, kills a cougar, flips out on Seth Rogen and Michael Moore. Yeah, he said, fuck you to the two. Fuck you, Michael Moore, you're a piece of shit, and your uncle would be ashamed of you. Your Seth Rogen, your uncle probably molested you. I hope you both catch a fist to the face soon. Classy. Of course, blast Colin Kaepernick for kneeling during the anthem. Yeah, okay. Sells pro-Trump t-shirts. Of course. Yeah. So, oh, think you have to remind me that Black Lives Matter, Nazis, fucking bigots, and now the KKK. I say screw all of you assholes, stay the fuck away. Yes, let's equate Black Lives Matter with the KKK and Nazis. Transphobic comments, of course. Yeah. This is no refuses to close bar during COVID-19, of course, because freedom, my freedom. Homophobic slur, repeats use of homophobic slur. Yeah, seems like quite a balanced guy in the head in every respect. But I want to go back to the issue of why this song is so bad. Like I said, it's not the content of the song. You have the right to sing whatever you want on any topic. I am fine with that. I don't have to listen to it. But if you make a decent song, you know, with like good lyrics explaining your political positions with good music behind it, yeah, musically the song is not bad, I must say. You know, the guitar work was okay. I have no issue with that. But it's just, and this is a recurring theme in Kid Rock, he's not exactly a gifted songwriter, okay? And the problem is that when he writes, you know, the art to making a really good lyric to a song is to make it clear what you're singing about, but also don't be so explicit about it. You know, make people feel what you are trying to convey rather than describe exactly what you are trying to convey. That is the art of very good songwriting. And I'll give you 2 examples of this. American Pie. Miss American Pie, sorry. Thought of the movie. Miss American Pie, a song that is, you know, universally recognized as having one of the best lyrics of any song ever made in the English language, which I do agree. And if you look at the lyrics of this song, to this day, no one really knows what it's about. No one knows what it's about, and it's a huge song in terms of the lyrics. What is absolutely true about that song is that it's not about what is exactly written in the lyrics. You know, when he sings, "So bye-bye, Miss American Pie, drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. All them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye." It's not actually a song about driving Chevys and drinking whiskey. You know what I mean? It's about conveying a feeling of, like, you know, nostalgia of a past age. So that's the brilliance of this song. As I've said in previous videos, I'm a big metal fan. Probably my favorite band in terms of lyrics is probably Iron Maiden and Metallica, and I would say that some of Metallica's early lyrics are just absolutely fantastic at this. So here's a snippet from For Whom the Bell Tolls, which is about war. And it's, "Take a look to the sky just before you die. It's the last time you will. Blackened roar, massive roar fills the crumbling sky. Shattered goal fills his soul with a ruthless cry. Stranger now are his eyes to this mystery. He hears the silence so loud. Crack of dawn, all is gone except the will to be. Now they will see what will be, blinded eyes to see." This didn't actually describe like a military assault on a hill, which is kind of what the song is about. It conveys the feeling, you know, a feeling of desperation, of hopelessness. That's the brilliance of songwriting. And Kid Rock just doesn't have the ability to do that. And the fact that it's so literal means that it just sounds like parody. And there was a good tweet, I forgot to, I should have shown it. There was a good tweet from Weird Al Yankovic where he says, thanks for like congratulating me for my parody video of Kid Rock, but I can assure you that is actually Kid Rock. Because that's the truth. When you write so literally, it just sounds like parody. Yeah. So this kind of reminds me of this complaint of, you know, conservatives can't do comedy. They also can't do music. And Kid Rock is perfect example of this. So on that note, if you like this video, please like, please share. Most importantly, please subscribe. And burn all your Kid Rock albums. Because he's just awful. Anyway, see you next time.